They think on the news that we broke into your house.
No, you did not.
Are you giving us shelter?
Yeah.
We're okay here?
Yeah, you are.
Is everybody in this house okay here?
Yeah.
Appreciate you, bro.
Thank you. If we were to sleep here, is that okay with you?
Yeah, as long as it's
Thank you so much. God bless you.
Get on the news and tell them I said that. Yeah.
And you got anything to say? Because people are still recording. This is going on CNN.
I mean, it's my house, it's my community's house, and you can stay here as long as you need to because they will not let you leave.
What did they do to your house?
They shot tear gas through the window.
What did they do to you when you tried to come to your house and no one was here?
Let me record that.
What did they do?
They put me up against the wall.
How long did they hold you?
About 15 seconds until I said, please let me go to my house.
How were you able to get home if they were holding you?
Because I'm not black.
Say that.
That's crazy.
Say that.
Guys, yeah, at 6 o'clock was when the curfew was lifted, and about hundreds, I could say, protesters who had taken refuge at about 3 or 4 homes here on Swan Street started to emerge from those homes. They were very happy to be out of those homes. Not that they were treated badly, they were just happy to be out of them and be able to go home because they were rushed in there by police who they say were tear gassing them, police who were clubbing them and pelting them with rubber bullets. You're looking at video from last night. It was a tidal wave of people, hundreds of them, boxed in by police. Now, they say they were not breaking curfew. At this time, they were trying to get home, but they said that the police, even before curfew hit, were corralling them onto Swan Street between 14th and 15th, and all they could do to get away was luckily have homeowners open their doors to them, and they were able to take refuge inside those homes. Now, we did talk to one of the homeowners who pretty much became the focal point at one point last night. He took in about 100 of these protesters when he saw what he said was a tsunami of people coming down the road. He said all he could do was open his door and say, hey, get in here, get to safety.
Can you imagine if this man didn't give us shelter?
Look, people was getting arrested out there. Slim right there was arrested.
I took 2 people out the back so they could go out the alleyway because they were done being here, and everyone was pinned in. You could see it coming, and you just felt that there was this kind of evil in the air and this kind of dark cloud hovering. And before I knew it, there was screaming sounds like M80s going off and pepper spray was going around, and then my eyes started burning, and it was get inside. That was it. So the door opens out. All I remember is really opening it up and just hanging onto the railing. There's a little nub there, and grabbing people and just saying get inside, and that was a stream for about 10 minutes.
On the count of 3, So again, you're looking at the protesters after they emerged this morning. A lot of young people, they were very emotional, but defiant. They're saying, look, we gathered in peace. We were protesting peacefully. And now this is what happened. Police attacked us.
Everybody in this house is being respectful. Everybody in this house
The
is...
protest was peaceful. No one threw anything. No one fought anybody. No one did anything. And they're talking about people was fighting, throwing bricks and shit.
Nobody threw a single thing.
Nobody threw nothing.
Nobody threw not even a water bottle.
Nothing. Nobody threw shit. They boxed us in on both sides. They literally pressed us together and then started macing people and started trying to get everybody closer and started arresting people. They had their batons out, hitting people, beating the shit out of people. And if the guy didn't let us in his house, everybody would have been fucked.
I'm sorry, we're lost. The reason why the flag is hanging by a string. Okay, we're very fragile, and no one is doing anything about it except for these people that were in this house when we survived the night.
And understand it'll be a long night for all of you all. You just stood on those front steps. They were cheering for you. You said, I love you guys. You guys were strangers just a few hours ago. Talk about where those emotions come from.
I mean, the emotions are there. I mean, we lead with love, right? We've lost that. And I don't know, I need to say this honestly, I didn't do anything special. I know most people would have flung open that door because you lead with love. And when you lead with love, this country is exactly like this, where we're diverse and we're united. They were in there in groups being pragmatic. They were problem solving. They were sharing their fears. They were frightened. They were consoling each other. That's the America I know. And if my leaders can actually reproduce what took place in that house in unity, we're going to be a much better country.
What were some of those conversations like in the home?
Why is this happening? We were just walking around. We weren't doing anything. They had actually left. They had gone up 14th past Florida Avenue. They were talking about the routes, where they went wrong, where they went wrong, where these people went wrong. They did nothing wrong. They got detoured back onto Swan Street and pinned in. So their concerns was maybe we could have actually made a better decision about our protest. They wanted to think about how they failed and how they were going to improve. That doesn't look like anyone who's going to cower, does it? No.
Well, Rahul, we appreciate you talking to us. I know it's been a long night for all of you guys. glad you guys are all safe.
Be safe,
So,
everyone. Thank you.
again, you heard.
It was pretty scary. There's a lot of tension when they cut us off on both sides. We weren't sure what was going to happen. And then once they started moving in and getting violent, it was a scary time. I found my friend that I came here with. We saw Rahul. Man, I can't say enough about Rahul. That's like one of the best actions I've ever seen a human take. Through the night, he made sure we were all right. He knew how to handle everything. He made sure everybody was okay. It was just amazing.
And Rahul is the homeowner here.
Yes, ma'am.
How many people were inside with you? What were those hours like for you guys?
I believe around 60 to 70 were inside. At first, everybody was trying to recover because they had followed us in with pepper spray and they sprayed it through the door, and everybody in there was.
You know, I hope that my 13-year-old son grows up to be just as amazing as they are, and I hope that they continue to fight, and I hope they go out there today peacefully as they did yesterday and not blink, because our country needs them and needs you and everybody more than ever right now.
Rahul, thank you so much for your time.
And they also had a message for people who are looting and people who are causing vandalism. They said, look, you are making our message that much harder to be heard because we are not the ones doing this. They vow to be back out today. They're saying, actually, if it means breaking curfew, they're vowing to do that. No word on how police intend to respond to that or how many arrests were made last night. But again, these protesters say they will continue to protest because their voices must be heard.